Ladies and gentlemen and friends beyond the binary, welcome to Being Trans. My name is Amanda Bonanza. Adjacent to me is the ever illustrious Lilith Electra. And below me there, holding down the fort on the wrong end of the pyramid, is the ever elegant Emily Kailyn. Hello, everybody. How's it going this fine November day?
Amazing.
How's things in
Great.
great in non-disclosed country. Um, you know what is going on here?
No.
It's raining. It's raining in my part of the world, and I'm freaking out. I don't know what to do. I have never seen rain like this in my entire life. I lived in Seattle for 25 years, and
But
I've never seen it so wet.
it never rains in California is what I've heard.
Yeah. I'm always making the joke when it does. I text my
Yeah.
friend. I'm like, what is this sky water that's happening?
It's a strange thing. And let me tell you this, like, because I heard that like Atlanta got snow and everywhere else got like snow this week, and that it was really cold and wintry and terrible everywhere. And it was 74 degrees and sunny where I was. And that's what I'm used to. I'm used to 74 degrees and sunny all year round, every day. And that's the way I like it. And so this rain stuff, I can do without it. I don't love it. I'm not feeling my bliss with this.
Amanda's take is, I moved away from Seattle for a reason, people.
Okay, that I loved Seattle. Like I did genuinely love that place, and I had a great time. And I it's one of my favorite cities, and I think it's cool as shit. When I
Can't
knew
confirm.
that I was moving back here and it was permanent, I was like, oh, thank fucking God. Because as much as I love Seattle, and I do, I fucking love Southern California. I love it here so much. I feel so at home and so comfortable here. Like, and I bounced around so much, and yeah, I just love it.
Because of Amanda, I don't know what Seattle weather is like. I went to visit my friend, and I actually lived in Seattle for 2 months. And Amanda's not instruction, not suggestion. It was laid down as a hard rule. Do not stay into November. Like Halloween is fine. There's a last little bit of good weather, and then get out before November. So I did not even experience true Seattle weather. So my view of it is like, it's wonderful, it's great, it's very Southern California-ish, and that it's gray a lot of the time, a little bit of sprinkles here and there, but not a ton. But yeah, then again, I was not there for real Seattle weather. Can confirm though, amazing city. I am, like I said, I'm doing great today. I think that's true. Um, Today is our Friendsgiving here in the house. We are having people over and doing the whole big feast and all of that. And I have a turkey in an oven that apparently is not working. Now, usually when someone says an oven's not working, it's like not heating enough or whatever. Mine, for some reason, if you turn it on at all, if the oven engages, period, with the temperature thing, it cranks 100%. And the oven that's supposed to be at 325 was at 500 last I checked.
Go big or go home. That's all I gotta say about that oven.
This turkey's going to be done in 25 minutes. And boy, it's going to be crispy on the outside and raw on the inside. It's going to be great.
Great.
So that's one of my big things today. But yeah, as soon as this show's over, it's back to prep and just prepping the house, food. We're gonna need to do some laundry. There's just crap all over. We're gonna have people in the room here. So not in the room here. This is a fake background. God, I would love to host in
Oh,
this
you
space,
you
but
fucked up. You fucked up. You wrecked it. The whole show's wrecked. These are our
correct.
real houses. We live in these places. Lilith lives in a coffee field.
But yeah, I was just kind of curious for the two of you. because Thanksgiving has really changed a lot for people as we've become more aware of things in our society. Was the Thanksgiving holiday big in either of your families?
I wouldn't say big, but
Yeah,
it just, yeah, you go.
yeah, I mean, it's also my birthday's always right around Thanksgiving.
Mm.
So, and we were also no one. I mean, I was uninvited. I was told I wasn't invited to Thanksgiving like 3 years ago, so it hasn't been on my side of the family. But with my husband's side of the family, it's been great. But yeah, like when I was a kid, we lived near my grandparents. My dad's parents just lived like a 3-minute drive away, so we always did something for Thanksgiving and
Mhm.
made sure. And then, my mom's side of the family lived in northern Wisconsin, so it wasn't all the time. But when they were talking to each other, we'd head up there sometimes and have, all the families together for Thanksgiving.
Mhm. Yeah, we Thanksgiving was one of the big holidays. My mom just loved to cook for the family, and so Thanksgiving and Christmas were both big holidays in our family, and so it was just always a huge deal. And it was especially later as we started getting into college and things like that. It was a big excuse to bring the whole family together, and so she absolutely loved it. And then we get to this point of realizing, well, it's technically celebrating some pretty horrible and egregious things
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with it now.
that white people did to the people that lived here. And so it's this tough thing. I really do have from my heritage of celebrating it, we weren't celebrating pilgrims and white pride and that sort of a thing. It's not
No,
about that.
no, that's not what
it's it's
happened.
just a
Yeah.
chance to get the family together
I don't
at the
think
start.
I don't think
start of holiday.
anyone is. I don't think anyone is doing that. I don't think
That's,
anyone's getting
that's
together
not
for
a
Thanksgiving
thing.
and being
That's
like,
Like, maybe
okay,
some places.
let maybe in the White House nowadays they do that, but
That's what I'm
yeah,
saying. It's like,
literally 4 days off is what it is.
Well, and white pride. Okay, yes, I that was a bit of an exaggeration. It's just that whitewashing, that
yeah.
cleansing of our history is like, oh, this was this great time when the pilgrims and the Indians worked together for this great feast, and everything was wonderful, and everybody was happy, and everybody lived happily ever after on their land and where they were supposed to be. Like that's the thing that it sort of celebrates, and that's why it's problematic now, and I totally get that. But being that I never viewed it that way, like we never
Right.
really celebrated that kind of, like, that wasn't front of mind. It's the chance to get the family together, that it's still an important holiday to me. So like that's sort of a thing that I wrestle with, is like wanting to get the people together and have this sort of a party and a feast. But then yeah, the association with the negative things is something that I don't know, makes it a little bit tougher. So I was just wondering, like, what y'all's thoughts were on that.
I don't think you need to concern yourself with that. I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with celebrating Thanksgiving in the sense of like having a feast and having people over. That's just like it's a November thing. It's a late fall, kind of early winter. Let's eat big. It's the harvest, whatever you want to call it. Like
Hmm.
there's a lot of reasons. It's a seasonal thing, and it can be that really easily. And like, like all I thought of like we were talking about like the problematic. Well, you can always just do a land acknowledgement.
Yeah, true, true. Oh my
Oh,
God.
shut up.
I saw the best meme
You
about
know,
that.
I, I
Somebody
had
put,
I had one when I worked.
Lilith's got a 4-second delay again today.
I it's all right. Like when I was working sales, someone called to make an appointment and wanted to make it on Thanksgiving Day, and I was like, "I'm sorry, our offices are closed on Thanksgiving." And then she didn't want to do business with us. She's like, "I'm not going to do business with a company that closes for Thanksgiving." And I'm like, "Well, if one business stays open for Thanksgiving, like you're not going to have anyone to do business with." Like, I get what you're saying, that that we shouldn't, that you're against this holiday, but it's also like they're not going to pay us all just to sit here and not make sales calls. I guess
Mhm.
make one sales call
Can you
this
imagine like
late this
calling
late in the
people
week.
on
So
Thanksgiving and like, would you like to buy our
you imagine someone? Well, they have to make
do you have a
appointments,
good
so it's
tonight?
just like making an appointment. They're just like, oh, I forgot Thursday was this. I've got everyone here. Can we reschedule?
Oh, poop. What was I gonna say? Darn it. I
I
had
was going to say with the
It was
Thanksgiving
something
thing,
about something about land recognition or
Oh,
something.
yeah,
That
yes. I saw the greatest video on Instagram about that where they did a land acknowledgement in a one of those small box theaters, and and she was like, okay, let's start the show, and then one of the people in the audience was like, excuse me, and the lady's like, yeah, and she's like, should should we leave then? You said this was someone else's land. Should we go? And she's like, no, it's fine. It was just
she's
this
like, no,
kind of
no,
long.
no.
Yeah,
No,
it
I'm a
was a wonderful bit.
centrist. I'm a centrist. This is just something I do to make myself feel better, but we're not
Mhm.
actually going to do anything to
yeah.
rectify the situation.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
my gripe with it, is exactly that, is like it's a very hollow gesture. It's the emptiest of gestures, because it's like,
This is
and but the
America.
problem
We're
is,
all hollow gestures.
right, but like the problem is also like I'm not native, so like I don't know, how I feel it about it kind of doesn't matter, and so I don't want to take the position of like speaking for anybody else. Like that's how I feel as just a person. That's like, okay, come on. Like if I feel like it's like I just stole your car, and then instead of giving you, and you busted me for it, and then instead of giving you back your car, I'm like, yes, I did steal your car, and then I just drove away in your car. Like
Yeah,
that's like, I feel like it's like that.
yes.
Like,
I want to honor you, and I want to honor the people that came before me that
yes.
owned this car outright that I have
Mhm.
now taken, and I want to pay respects to you. And then you
Yeah.
just get in the car and drive
And then
off.
you just, yeah,
Like,
then you just don't give their car back at all. But yeah, that's kind of like what it is. And it's just like, I mean, it's a
and
lot
see
more
it,
complicated than that, but still.
yeah, but I think this gets sort of to the root of why so many people are on the anti-woke bandwagon, is because I think when there is a lot of that woke stuff of like we're aware of the fact of these horrible things, but it's acknowledgement and not action that actually, does something meaningful. And I think people get sick of it because it turns into like word policing basically without any real substance behind it.
That's the part I don't like about it either. It's like, I mean, I don't like that as a lefty. It's like, so
Mhm.
I think that's a pretty common thing. Like that, like Lilith said, that's a very middle of the road, like lukewarm centrist Democrat thing to do, is like just like give theatrical acknowledgement and make an empty gesture. That's like the whole thing. Like
Yeah,
it sucks. Like no
like you're
one
always
likes
saying,
it.
on Mediocre Poker, doing some Hollywood, throwing in some
But
Hollywood.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, put on some
Well,
Hollywood there. Yeah.
on our comedy show, I've really helped to bring the mood down again. Should we shift to talking about boobs?
We can talk about boobs. I mean, I feel like we'd be remiss also not to talk about like the rumor of Donald Trump sucking Bill Clinton's dick. Are you unaware of
So
this?
we're not going to talk about boobs.
I am unaware. We will absolutely, because boobs are important. But
I'm gonna talk about boobs for
what is
sure.
this? Where did it come from?
So my understanding, well, I first learned about it from the absolute barrage of memes that I was assaulted with in the last 2 days. But
Okay.
apparently, a bunch of the Epstein files got released, and it was in there, and it was in some sort of memo that like it was like a back and forth between like Jeffrey Epstein and some other guy, and like it's like, yeah, and it was just like casually mentioned about like how Donald Trump just like gave Bill Clinton a blowjob, like it's like, and so now all the like Bill Clinton blowjob memes are back.
Oh, poor Monica.
It's delightful.
Oh. Uh, oh, poor Monica. I hope she's not being
Oh,
brought up in any of that.
she's great. I love her. She's awesome. Like she's cool as shit.
Yeah, she came
But
out of it
yeah,
good, which is awesome. But yeah, she's been through so much shit, that poor girl. Um,
yeah.
yeah. That's interesting.
We
Absolutely,
talk about
completely
boobs though. I just
unsurprising, like I texted
not
Katie.
surprising.
I texted Katie that why do all Fox News hosts look like they don't suck dick but desperately want to? And she's like, but they do. Like, check, like Grinder can confirm.
Yeah,
It's like,
exactly. This grinder blow up, like yeah, like it goes down every time they have a convention. Like
yeah. Uh, okay, so the reason I bring up boobs, not just to talk about everybody's favorite thing in the world, I get mine on December 9th. So,
you buying some titties?
yeah.
I didn't know this. This is the first I heard of this.
Yeah, I had a well, so I went in for I went to, and finally got into the LGBT clinic that's around here. I've been
Mhm.
seeing doctors about being trans, and I've got my HRT, but this is the first time being at a LGBT focused clinic, and the doctor there is great and is like on things and has gotten on recommendations, referrals, what have you. So I went in for a facial feminization consult, and while I was there, I was just like, "Hey, what about boobs? Because they just are our general plastic surgery place." And so they set up an appointment for the next week, and because FFS is a much bigger surgery and has whatever other things going on, the breast augmentation surgery was slated much earlier, and I'm just kind of ready to go. And it's wild. Like I went from maybe I'll talk to a doctor about boobs to like I'm getting boobs in a month. Like it's
It's
wild.
incredible. Yeah, I'm really
Yeah.
happy for you.
Here's my one piece of, it's not advice, it's just a warning, is after you have the surgery, they put you in like basically for like 2 weeks you wear like a thing that straps them down, and like, because apparently naturally they want to slide up your body.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you wear this thing, and it is the most uncomfortable thing ever. It drove me crazy and then it got to the point where like you could take it off for a bit to shower and then put it back on, but it's awful to do that, but then once they're done, it's amazing. They're the
Okay.
best. I think we get confirmations for some people in the chat that they're amazing.
Well, my
I
question is my main question with this, and sorry, I'll let you go first, Amanda. It seemed like you had something specifically on that.
no, it's not important.
Okay. My question is, how do you decide the size? So I said that what I want to do is I like my bras, I like what they show. So I just want to maintain this, but actually have real boobs in there, not just like padding. So he suggested 300 cc's. Yeah.
300
So
cc's a tit. I
here's
need 300
the god.
cc's a titty set.
Go ahead.
So here's the thing: no one ever regrets getting too many boob.
Okay, too many
Like
boobs. Okay.
people mostly regret getting not enough boob, and I made my original choice, and then I upped it a bit before the surgery and was able to get that done. And now that I have them, they're great, they're big, and I'm sure they're big enough. But I'm like, I probably could have gone a little bigger.
Okay.
That's wild. Like your
What
tits are great, Lilith.
what did you go with?
Oh man, this has been like 5 years. I have a little card that has exactly the little card that has like what brand they were and what's in them and how big they are.
And the
I think
warranty card?
the warranty, so I just take them to a local boob shop and get them worked on.
Yeah.
And it comes with the maintenance program, so I get them polished every month and
manual.
fluffed. Yeah, they put them on a thing that just goes like a paint can. It just shiggles them up. I think it was 580 cc's maybe.
Okay.
But I'm also like, I'm 6'2", and I got like a big frame. Like I like weight aside, like I have like a thick frame, so they fit nicely. And but yeah, I think
No,
I
they
could have
look
gone a
great.
little. Do they
Well,
rotate your
his
boobs? Yeah. They check it out and they make sure like you're getting grabbed too much on the right, so we'll swap them so that the wear evens out on them. That was a
well,
question in the chat. Sorry.
yeah. Yeah, the boob rotation. I think one of the things, and it's sort of like my own answer to my own question, but apparently it sounds like one of the biggest things in it is nipple placement, like where your nipples are in relation to everything else, because apparently mine are fairly wide set, and so if you do too big of a boob, it sort of ends up like under your arm. Because
So
it has to be
I
centered.
had that change too, but mine was before I had the surgery. They were kind of like down, and he was like, well, if you don't adjust these, they're going to be pointing down or pointing weird. So I also had like a little nipple adjustment when he did that.
Okay. Did they do it in that
Yeah.
surgery, or it's a surgery ahead of time?
He did that when he did that surgery. He did that all at once.
Yeah.
Because he could just tell by when he did my thing, he's like, well, you're gonna have this with the nipples, so I can also do this. And I was like, do it. Now it is weird, like when you lay down, they splay weird and stuff. But like if I'm standing up and they're just hanging there, everything's in alignment.
I had a friend who always said that her boobs when she was laying down was like a midget in a headlock. They would always like end up like in her elbow and elbow crevice there, because yeah, they move around. They're just bags of fat.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, here's a question. When you went in, did they give you a bra and have you, like when I went, they gave you a bra and then they gave you different sizes to put in and throw your shirt on over so you could see how they looked?
No, we haven't done that yet. He had a 390cc one that sort of like spills out of the hand, pretty decently. And but seemed like that would be good, because I do feel like I have kind of a smaller frame. Would you agree with that, Amanda?
I'd say you have an athletic frame for sure. You're thin, yes.
Thin, but yeah, not
I
super
wouldn't call
wide.
you like petite, but like you're athletic. You're like, but
Yeah.
like you're on the smaller side, but fit. Like
So if he could do a little adjustment in the nipples, pull them in, and we could I think maybe if we go with the 390s instead of the 300s, maybe that would probably be the sweet spot.
Yeah, maybe
When you
maybe a year later you're like, I should have gone with 460.
When you went up, when you had your initial consult and then you went up after that, like how much of a difference did you go up? What was the increase?
Oh, I just went up to, I don't remember what the original size was, but I think it you know what? I'll be right back. You should be able to hear me while I talk.
Okay.
I've got everything right here. And I keep it on my wallet, in case I have any boob emergencies.
Yeah.
While I'm out and about.
In case you get a flat, yeah.
It isn't in here. Oh no. Oh no.
Triple D.
I hope I don't have any boob emergencies. Oh no. But yeah, it's 580. I think it was upper 400, maybe 500. But yeah, that was the one thing I found out is like no one's ever regretted getting too big. But people often are like, I should have gone bigger.
I don't know who heard it and who didn't, but Amanda, your joke was so good. I loved it.
So I saw a thing on YouTube. I don't even know how long ago this was. It was a while back, but it was like some Japanese thing where they did something where they wanted to demonstrate like how different size breasts weigh, and they did it with men, but it was in some like laboratory setting. And so they had all these Japanese men wearing like bras, and inside the bras were like fake boob sized like kind of plastic balls, and inside were animals that were the appropriate weights. And so like they had like a couple like A cups, and like it was like a pair of baby chicks inside like and then like it went up to like like a guinea pig, and then like a rabbit.
That sounds
Like,
insane. That makes no sense.
Delightful. wonderful. And you just saw these like men very clinically and all these women in lab coats with clipboards and like all these men like walking up demonstrating wearing these bras with animals in their boobs. It was absolutely wonderful.
I I uh, I don't even I don't understand
That's
any of
what they
that.
should do. Instead of like having you like wear a bra with the thing in it, they should give you like here's two guinea pigs, walk around with this for a day so you can see how it feels.
So it's uh breast augmentation test, and then also that middle school thing of like keeping a thing alive, sort of.
I don't know if they had to like run around. I don't think they lived with them. I think they were just like demonstrating like this is how much boobs actually weigh. Like because people don't think about that. They're like just like boobs are just like a part of you. Like you don't think about how much your arms weigh.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it's like but like it's one of those things where like boobs have weight and then they that and like if they're wrong or if they're fucked up they'll fuck up your back, it's like
But why animals? Why were animals
because
involved?
it's weird
Uh,
Japanese hilarity.
yeah.
I don't know if it was serious. I don't know if it was serious or not. Like I can never tell. There's so much like weird Japanese stuff that's like tongue in cheek on a Japanese level, but then there's also stuff that's like legitimately this is normal to them, and it just
uh,
seems so outrageous. Like, yeah, so I don't know. Like, I don't actually know, and it was just a thing that I saw that popped in my thing like years ago, and this discussion just reminded me of it.
nice, yeah. So what do I feed my boobs for the day? I love
I
it.
didn't even know. I don't even know what guinea pigs eat. Pellets of some sort. Like, I don't know.
Well, what they eat versus what humans feed them are probably two very different things. We have a are we doing a segment today? Are we doing a game?
I do have a little game, and this doesn't really relate to anything. I just like thought of it because I was thinking about I was making a lot of recipes, and I noticed we have more than one or two people that are regular viewers that are from the glorious land down under Australia. And so one of the things that I did is I found some Australian recipes, and
Oh,
I just found the names of them. These are Australian dishes, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to present to you a list of Australian dishes, and you need to guess which ones are real and which ones I made up.
okay. And Charlotte, in the chat,
Charlotte, no
you cannot play.
cheating.
You cannot play. Now,
You two don't cheat by looking at the chat because
I
like I don't think Charlotte's the only Aussie in
I
the
would have
chat.
I would like if I was an unfair participant having lived in Australia, but I don't think I lived there long enough to absorb that much culture to understand all the culinary stuff. Though I did live with a chef.
It's true.
I
I
heard that
realized.
a bloomin' onion isn't really an Australian thing.
It isn't really an
Really?
onion.
Yeah, it's not.
What about
No.
Foster's? Is Foster's Australian?
It is. It's
Foster's
just not
is. It's
good.
Australian for beer. Come on, come
Yeah.
on.
Mhm.
It's Australian for the same piss water stuff that we have here, like Bud Light and crap
Yeah.
like that.
What
All
is
right.
So we're
Australian
gonna
is a bloomin' wallaby, which is made the same way as a bloomin' onion, is just a lot messier.
okay. So we're gonna start with our first
Yeah.
recipe here. And you're gonna tell me. So our first recipe, our first dish title, good Anya garlic bread bombs. Should I say it with an Australian good Anya garlic bread bombs?
You barely got it out in your regular accent.
Good Anya garlic bread bombs.
Garlic bread bombs.
Anya Onya. Good Anya garlic bread bombs. Is that real or is that did I make
Wow.
that up? Is that a fakey?
I think it's I don't know. They're not afraid to have a long name for something, but they do
Calling
tend to
something
shorten
up,
things
calling
down.
something a bomb is very American, though.
Yeah, I would say no.
Yeah, that's a little violent for Australia.
That one's real. That's a real dish you can get in Australia. You can get good Anya garlic bread bombs. That's so no points yet. No
I mean,
points yet.
hold on. I'm just gonna say here, like That just sounds like it's like garlic bread rolls, right? Like that it's not Australian. The name is Australian, but it doesn't sound like the dish is necessarily
I
Australian.
didn't actually like super look into the dishes. I literally whipped
Okay.
this up right before we started. So I don't know. Maybe it is just garlic bread and they call it that. But that's the game. You have to figure like I don't know what if we want to like dive into figuring out what we think it might be, that could be part of the game.
This is
too,
just
if
the
you want.
debut. This is just the pilot of the show.
Yeah, I didn't think this through. This is just like a last
It's
minute.
like garlic bread. Garlic bread doesn't seem particularly Australian.
Yeah, and that's what we were.
Bread bombs. They're bread garlic, good onion garlic bread bombs. Like anyway, that's real. Here's the next one. Tell me if it's real, if it's fake. The Jillaroo Jumble Jam Slice.
What was the first word?
Jillaroo, Jillaroo, Jillaroo Jumble Jam Slice.
I would say yes, but I'm worried that this one is thrown in there to make it sound Australian with the Jillaroo with the Aboriginal sounding name. But I'm gonna say yes.
A Jillaroo Jamboree straw. Yeah. Oh, we got one of those. I would say I have a feeling that all these are going to get weirder and weirder, and they're all real Australian dishes. So I'm going to say yes, this is an authentic Australian dish.
That one is a fake one. That's not a real dish.
I was afraid of that. I called it. Damn it.
Okay. Now we're going next. Our next dish. 0 points. Neither of you have gotten any points yet. So our next dish, Bush Tucker Bliss Balls.
No.
I mean, I feel like based on the first one, these should be Bliss bombs. If anything. Hey, could you say that again?
Bush Tucker Bliss Balls.
Hey, you have no idea what these are.
Yeah.
I don't know what the actual anything is. I know what's real and what's not real.
And we do need Charlotte to chime in the chat if she has heard of these dishes. Obviously not the last one because it was fake, but
what do you think? Are these real? Are people in Australia eating Bush Tucker Bliss Balls, or did I make that up? Yeah. And laughing is not a tell. I'm gonna laugh at my own because I think it's confusing.
It's confusing because I wouldn't use bliss to describe something in a culinary fashion.
You're a real Bush Tucker, aren't you?
But I also feel like Amanda wouldn't put bliss in there randomly, so it's kind of. I'm gonna say they're fake. I'm gonna say they're fake.
Emily,
I said they were fake.
That one's real. That's a real dish.
All right.
Next one. Good day, Gnocchi.
G'day, gnocchi.
G'day,
That's
gnocchi.
fake. That's fake. You just put something Australian said in front of an Italian dish. So
it's like the garlic bread, though. I'm gonna say it's fake.
That one's real. That's a real Australian dish. You two are over 4.
I mean, I think it's a stretch to say gnocchi is a real Australian dish, but I'll take your word for it.
Not gnocchi. Good day, gnocchi. Okay, our next dish, Vegemite Vortex Scrolls. Vegemite Vortex Scrolls.
I might. So Lilith said that these are probably all real. I'm gonna go with they're all fake in the hope that at one point I get some points on the board. So I'm gonna say fake on this one.
Yeah, I agree. This is fake as hell. This
one's real. Vegemite Vortex Scrolls are very real. You can get those in Australia. Over 5. Let's keep going. Drover's Lime Pudding.
Whose?
Drover's. DROVER''S. Drover's Lime Pudding.
Fake.
Vegemite scrolls are actually they look like cinnamon rolls. I just
Sure,
looked
they're
that up.
great.
So like cinnamon rolls. Yeah. I'm sorry. What was the name of this?
Rover's lime pudding.
That's fake.
Drover's lime pudding.
That's
That one
fake.
is fake. That is a fake one. Yes. You 1 point for each of you. All right, Emily.
On the board.
I gotta mark this. You're on the board. You each have
I
one
might need to
there.
add Vegemite vortex
Vortex
scrolls.
scrolls. Yeah. I kind of want to know.
I'm not finding them called Vegemite vortex scrolls. It was the vortex that threw me off. But Vegemite scrolls is absolutely a thing. They look delicious. I might have to add that for today.
All right, I've got one for you here. Our next one, Bondi Beach bubble bread.
That's true. That's real, and it's focaccia.
I'm gonna go with that's real as well.
This one's fake. I'm afraid that's not a real dish. I've got another one for you.
Okay.
Moving on. You each have 1 point. Outback oopsie pie.
Fake.
Real. Just to get some separation.
It is fake. So Emily's got 2 points now.
In the lead.
In the lead. Emily jumps out ahead. The Kakadu Cloudy.
Oh, that sounds like such an Amanda made up word. Oh, I just did fake. I'm gonna go fake again.
I'm gonna go real because I gotta make a point up.
It is indeed fake. That is not a real dish. Emily's up to a big lead now, 3-1 here. Emily with the Kakadu, recognizing the false Kakadu. All right, next one. Barabonza boats.
I'm gonna go real.
Fake.
That is fake. That is actually fake. Lilith is on the board. Lilith is climbing back. I've got a couple more here. We'll see how we ended up here. Barbie bloke burgers.
Fake.
Real.
Indeed real. We have a tie score. And we've got one last one. This is the tiebreaker. Let's see who's the winner here. Snag sizzle surprise casserole.
Oh, fuck me.
Oh man, it doesn't sound appetizing at all.
Yes, and for that reason, I want to say real. Are you okay with going fake?
Wait, no. What is
tie.
it?
You can tie. You can say real.
Give me the name again.
Snag sizzle surprise casserole.
Damn it, it's fake.
What is snag? So like just something you like caught in like one of those loop traps that you tie to a branch, and then whatever you snag, you sizzle up and you put in a casserole.
Might just be.
I mean that honestly, like if you didn't know anything about Australia except you saw the wildlife, you'd be like, yeah, that's probably a way they create recipes. They just whatever comes in the trap. So I'm gonna say that's real.
I don't think that's like a huge stretch.
That's real.
All right, we both said real.
It is indeed real. Yes, that is a real recipe. You both have 4. You both tied. We do not have a clear winner. Everyone's a winner with Australian foodstuffs. A winner is you.
One of the recipes for Vegemite vortex scrolls called for vintage cheddar. So I'm moving on. This one just calls for cheddar. So I think that'll be good. Salt, flour, sugar, yeast,
you need like
milk.
15-year cheddar. Oh, yeah.
Sounds great. I'm into it.
Now I need the cheese, the cheese giveaway thing.
I like the sound of Vegemite vortex scrolls. I'm gonna try this out. Yeah,
really
got some
do.
Vegemite left. Yeah.
And I have 4 of the little jars. I never ended up giving those out, so I do have some.
You do something with them. I try looking up recipes. Like there aren't a lot of good ones.
Cheese and bread and some salty Vegemite. That's pretty good.
Put
If I
it
could
on
find,
meat. Yeah, make your meat really fucking salty. Yeah.
yeah, if I could find like, you know, everything without salt, like you can find cheese that has low salt in it. Um, then that would make it easier for me, because the problem with Vegemite for me is it's just a salt lick, but I do like the taste. This one has sugar in it, which might help kind of counteract that. So it might be a good idea. All right. I don't think I'm gonna make it today. I think that's a little last minute, but for the holiday party, we're getting Vegemite Vortex scrolls. I know Amanda is not gonna be able to likely make it tonight, so yeah, we'll save it for
I'm gonna
when you
try.
can.
I'm gonna try. It's like a 50-50. Honestly, it's a coin flip. I'm gonna try and make it over there if I can. But if I can't, there's none. It's not because I didn't want to be there. It's because I had a thing. I've got a concert tonight. If you're in Ojai, come see us at the Ojai Underground. We're going on at 6:30.
So
Um,
we have a new game. It's fun. I don't think we should do Australia every time, obviously. Uh, I like the tie-in to, you know, Culinary Delights. We do already have a culinary show on, so like a culinary conundrum or something like. I'm trying to workshop a name here for this
I'll
segment for
come
when
up
we do
with
it again.
something like, yeah, I can make it with a little more fanfare, and like we could have it on the screen and do all the things. Like I said, I literally just thought this up like 10 minutes before, and I was like, oh, I gotta do that. And then I
Lilith,
just looked up stuff.
does this segment have legs for you? Do you like this? Okay.
Yeah, but I mean that's par for the course.
Lilith, do you like any of the segments we do?
I wouldn't do the show if I didn't enjoy it, but yeah, I mean, I don't know, whatever. That last one, I don't know, I'm not sure about
Lilith
that.
will never admit to liking one of my harebrained schemes, and that's okay. That is okay.
You understand that?
She doesn't even want to mint Bitcoin with me. She doesn't want to mint coin. Like I don't know. Like I don't know why.
We're still waiting for you to make NFTs into all the
I
stuff
don't
from
know
Meme
how. I
Diver
never
and
figured out how to do it.
starting NFT.horse
Think of
so we can
how
start selling
rich we
these.
would
We've
be
got
if I actually did that.
I suspect not incredibly rich.
We'd be
we got it
rolling
at the
in
end. You had to be
dough.
the first one. You had to be the first one to get out there and sell idiots this stuff.
Mm.
How's your Trump coin doing?
I sold it for a huge loss a long time ago.
Nice.
That's the thing I hate about stock trading, is that once you sell it, it becomes really hard to track the loss after that. Like you really gotta, you know, pay attention to like what price you sold it at and how much and all of that, and do a calculator, because like you can't just, it just feels like hard to me to go and like look at a stock thing and go like, oh, it's this today, so I would have lost or made this much money.
You gotta
Because I'm
care about it,
always
and I
so
don't.
curious after I sell something of like, did I make the right decision?
I've never once made the right decision buying or selling stocks or anything. I've always done it wrong. You know, the rule is buy low, sell high. I just didn't do that. I did the opposite thing.
Yeah, you use my dad's strategy: buy high, sell low.
Yeah, it was panic button for us.
Yeah.
Make sure you lose your cool. That's the key to failing at the stock market.
I wonder what temperature my oven's at right now. Got 15 minutes before I can check.
All of it.
700 degrees in the thing right now. That my
700 degrees. So the paint in your kitchen is just peeling off the wall.
I'm gonna have a party over.
You'll open up the door, and it'll leave like a shadow of you on the behind you, like a nuclear explosion.
I'm gonna have a party tonight, and it's gonna be 95 degrees in my house.
I'm just gonna get a Qatari airbase in there.
Reactor meltdown in Emily's kitchen.
Politics,
That's
Jesse.
basically it.
Yeah. Do we want to do a question? I've got like a question. We can do a little quick 10-minute question.
Yeah, let's do a question, and then depending on how long that takes, maybe we can hop to some rapid fire. Do you have a prompt idea, Lilith?
I always do.
All right, there we go.
Well, maybe we should do that because we only do have 15 minutes left, and maybe rapid fire. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think, Lilith? What do you want to do? We can do both. I can stick around a little
Rapid
extra.
fire. All right.
Yeah, it's rapid fire.
So this week we put into Google when are trans people, and here are our top
when are
fire
trans
questions
people?
we ask you.
Okay.
When are trans people? ... And the first question is, where are trans people?
Right here. Look at this. You see this? You know where this forest is at. You know where I'm at.
In your dreams.
Oh, yeah.
We're
So
everywhere.
we're everywhere. We are
awesome.
we are in the dreams of every Fox News host. Yeah, like
yeah. Living rent free
this is my favorite
in Republicans'
question,
minds.
This is my favorite one. When did trans people start? Like they're the NFL or something. Like, when was the first year of trans people?
I started
like 2012, right?
I started about 10 years ago. 9, 10, somewhere in there.
Yeah, I started I think at 2019, yeah. 2018 to 2019, yeah.
I don't think these are directed directly to us. I think it's more like this is like we talked about in the past, where like Republicans think that trans people just showed up in like 2013 and have been peeing all over their public bathroom seats since then. And it's like, no, trans
2019, people, yeah.
Trans people have been around for forever, so deal with it.
Trans people have been recorded for forever. There is a there are, you know, trans what was it, like a Roman empress? I think there was.
Well, this kind of leads into the next question.
Okay.
Which is when were trans people invented? When were trans people invented? At the
exact moment that gender roles were invented.
The first day they were baked. Someone baked a nice hot dish of gender rolls.
Yeah. No, everyone remembers Mary Shelley's Transenstein, and it was you know, that's when trans people were invented, I guess.
Yeah. When was Rocky Horror Picture Show released? That was the moment.
That was the invention.
I feel like it was older than that.
Here's actually a serious question. And this feels like it was someone, it might have been asked by a trans person, because it's something I bring up a lot. It's, when were trans people allowed in the Olympics?
Oh, I don't actually
to perform by their gender.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. That is a fascinating question.
I'm not sure they ever were.
So,
well, no, because like with Leah Thomas,
it's been like 2 decades.
Yeah, the whole Leah Thomas thing, like she performed in NCAA championship levels and in the Olympics per NCAA rules and guidelines for trans people, same as in the Olympics. So like there have been rules about trans people's participation for a while. So I don't know when that. I wonder when that did start. I'd never heard of it.
There was a trans woman. There was a trans woman who was a weightlifter who was in the last Summer Olympics and, you know, didn't medal. But yeah, trans women have been like allowed, and of course there's regulations. They have to be on HRT. It's not like Republicans, like you just, you know, throw on a bra and now you're a women athlete. Like they have to. But it's been about 20 years and they've never won a gold medal, which is weird considering trans women supposedly
the biological advantage. I know they just.
You just got to go back to Riley Gaines. This woman sued because she tied for 5th with a trans person, with Leah Thomas. And it's just like, so you want to bring attention to the fact that you weren't good enough to place higher than 5th, and you tied with a trans person, clearly showing that they don't have some unfair advantage because they themselves are 5th freaking place. Like, you're making your own case against your argument. Like,
to be fair, they only had 5 trophies at the event, and they gave the trophy to Leah Thomas.
They also had one for Riley. She had one in the photos, but yes, they
I'm
did have
just
to mail.
saying.
They did have to
I'm just
mail the
saying.
actual trophy to Riley. She did get it.
What?
You know,
They don't bring. If there are 10 competitors, they don't bring 10 versions of the first place trophy in case they all tie for first. And what's
Not a
going on
thing.
here? All right.
These transphobes and their participation trophies.
Right.
I want to take one more second on this. I'm sorry, it's supposed to be rapid fire, but being pissed you didn't get a trophy for 5th place, like, yeah, that's such a millennial thing.
It's not fair. She's trans,
A 5th place trophy. Who's ever even fucking heard of a 5th place trophy?
I'm the one that did it.
Okay, Lilith, sorry, go.
The next 3 are all like when were trans people allowed in the military, and that was until Donald Trump existed, and then they weren't. I don't know if there was. I don't remember a date when they could transition and remain in the military. I'm not sure about all that, but up until Donald Trump kicked everyone out, they were allowed in, just like any other American who wants to risk their lives for this country.
Yeah,
not this country.
I mean, there was a thing like.
I mean, you do have to remember that women,
it will be for this country.
You do have to remember that women weren't allowed in the military for a long time, and so like, you know, it's a fairly recent thing that would be a thing, like transitioning in the military or being transitioned in the military. So, I'm betting the last like 60 years at the earliest.
Well, I mean, there was a thing in like the 90s with Bill Clinton and like even gay people.
Last one.
Like
I hate this question.
Okay, yeah. Let's just do that.
Last one.
This is the last question, which I really don't like. Is it transphobic to not date a trans person? And since I'm talking, I'm just going to keep talking. And I'm going to say I don't think it is, but it really depends on how you vocalize that you don't want to date a trans person.
I think that's it. You hit the nail on the head.
Like, you're not transphobic for that, but I can tell you're transphobic based on how the conversation goes.
The way you framed it means yes, you are. Yeah.
It's not because of that. It's all the transphobia that makes you transphobic.
Yeah.
Not when you date a trans person just on the side. Yeah.
It's like, it's a funny thing because it's like, I wonder what kind of situation they're in. Like, cause it's like, this is either like, it's like, I can't imagine a scenario where this isn't like a chaser that feels guilty about being attracted to a trans woman. And like, they found a trans woman attractive and they're like, well, oh, and they like got to a certain point and then they chickened out and then they're like, I can't do this kind of thing. Like, that's the only thing, like, it makes sense because like I mean, I think most people haven't dated a trans person since we're about, maybe on a good day 2% of the population. So I think like most people haven't. Like, but and I think that's okay. I don't think everybody is transphobic just because they haven't dated a trans person.
Well,
and there's people that genuinely don't find us attractive, and that's okay too.
Definitely not. And the thing is, the transphobia comes from saying I won't date a trans person. Like that's like putting that as the thing out front, like sort of when nobody's asking kind of a deal is where it gets to be transphobic. I don't think there's any problem in any way for people having a genital parts preference. You know, like you want your thing to go in a specific thing. And it's just like, I don't think that there is that there
I don't get that.
A bad.
I kind of get it. I just don't agree. Yeah.
I don't get that. Like so what you meet a girl at a bar and you hit it off and you like her and then she's like, I'm trans. It's like, oh, I don't like you anymore. It's like, that's not, what do you
True. Very, very true.
That's not how love works. Like, yeah. If that were the case, you would have to tell me that every time you hit on or picked up on a woman, your first question was, do you have a thing where I like to put my thing?
Right. Yeah.
just like, but of course, maybe that's me. Like none of that ever occurs to me. Like if I vibe with someone, then I vibe with someone. Like I don't.
Yeah, that
We'll
you bring
figure
up
out
a
where
really
to
good
put
point,
stuff later.
because like you don't go through details of genitals. Like, I mean, put the shoe on the other foot. Of course, when we're talking about, you wouldn't date a trans person. For the most part, 95%, this conversation is a cis male conversation, right?
Yeah.
I know that the opposite is true, and we could get to that in a second, but um uh there is no discussion at the bar in the initial meeting, or whenever they're expecting us to disclose to them that we're trans, so that they don't get whatever. There is no discussion at that same period about the size, width, and performance of their penis. And it's just like, if I was going to
I
date
think that's
someone
the
with a
other thing is like,
penis, I would want a certain length. I would want, it to last a certain amount of time, those sorts of things. And that's not ever
I
brought
think
up.
we should have a checklist for that. Like, it's like you have to pass a quiz, but you have to do like, you have to pass a
yeah,
physical.
it'd be like you have to disclose that you're transgender. It's like, cool, you have to disclose that your dick is real small and points to the right and doesn't get hard for like half an hour. You have to disclose all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll be on equal footing.
Yeah, agreed.
I agree. All of these, I love all these ideas.
I did want to mention, just for fairness sake, I did interview a trans man recently who said that they have no problem, have run into no problems in dating gay men and disclosing the fact that they're trans. But when they date women, it's been a major issue when they disclose that they're trans, and it's because of homophobia.
Yeah.
And like, it was odd to hear that it's such a big deal, and that's where they run into like anger issues and like big confrontations. It's because it's as a man dating gay men versus dating women. I found that interesting.
It's a weird thing, but there are lots of like, I mean, that's where TERFs come from. Like, it's like, that's the whole thing, is like, there's a whole cross section of the lesbian community that's super homophobic, that's super transphobic. Like, it is very much a thing. Like, but like, I mean, and so that's not the same, but like for the trans man. But what I'm getting at is like that it's not exclusive to men. Is homophobia is not exclusive to men, though it is more prevalent in men, because society, at least American society, like it kind of stigmatizes it a lot more. Like, it's like being a lesbian is far less stigmatized than being a gay man. Like, and but there's still stigma there. There's still
But yeah,
stigma.
and so the issue is that dating a gay man, that is a man that has already dealt with that stigma, with all of that baggage, with the bullying and everything, their whole life, because they just are gay. They're attracted to men. Women who are attracted to men don't don't have that. They have perfect privilege of cishet privilege. So when they're confronted with somebody who has different parts, or just basically has the trans background, used to be a woman, kind of a thing, then it is an issue for them. And I did find that to make up perfect sense, but then also really kind of surprising.
Yeah, it's a shame.
I would just close by saying, like, you can date who you want, but like, if there's no other if there's no other group of people that you're very vocal about not dating, like it's like, I don't know, is it racist to go, I'm not going to date a black person? I mean,
yeah, it is.
Kind of.
As a matter of fact, it is, my friend. Like, I will not date a Greek. I won't do it.
I love that we spent 15 minutes talking about this one subject in rapid fire, and then at the very end, Lilith had the rapid fire perfect answer. Like, yes.
Yes, the answer is yes. Yeah.
I mean, I always do.
Yeah, I know, you're fucking awesome. That's about that. We gotta go. We're done with our show. No poker tonight because my band's got a show and I've got to be at sound check at 4, so I got to get on the road and hit the thing. So if you're in Ojai tonight, you want to catch my band, Brother and the Love Letters play. We'll be playing at the Ojai Underground. Come see the show. We'll be at Bombay's in Ventura on the Saturday after Thanksgiving. We'll be playing live there as well if you want to catch that show. And tomorrow, we will be doing Church About Tech. I know we had some technical difficulties last week. I think I fixed it. I made some adjustments to my streaming settings and I reduced my RAM usage. And I think I might have a thing. And I did some tests, but I haven't done like a live stream test. So it's a crapshoot. It should work. I think it's going to work, but we'll find out. But we're gonna try Fallout 4 again tomorrow. So back to the Fallout. Crawl out of the Fallout with me and Lilith, and that's what we're gonna do tomorrow morning. And then yeah, and then as well, are you doing a transgender show this week?
I don't have any guests booked, I don't believe. So no, we're going to be on hiatus for a while. I'm in the middle of putting together Trans Day of Remembrance, which is next Thursday. And then after that, I'm going on a road trip for 5 days. So I will miss next week's show. Yeah, so and your concert. So it's yeah, very, very, very busy. So we'll get back to stuff. It might just have to be the shortest season of the transgender show ever. I think we're at episode 7, and it's November. So we're just probably going to call season 6 just a shorty, and we're going to get back into it for season 7 and really actually do it. I have behind me in the real room are some chairs where I'm getting ready to do some in-person live studio versions of the show, which has always been my intention. So we'll get to that this next year and finally get this all figured out.
We'll sort it. But yeah, it's the holidays. People are busy during the holidays. Things get hairy. I've always been like, oh, this is the year I'm going to get something done during the holidays. And I never do. It never happens. It can't happen. It's impossible. You can't get things done during the holidays. You just got to play a lot of shows and do a bunch of stuff and go to a lot of parties. You have all these weird social obligations that just keep popping up. Nothing to be done about it. All right, everyone, we'll see you tomorrow at 11 a.m. Pacific time, 1900 UTC for church.
Love y'all.